If you feel ambiguous and you don't understand what's happening in the Middle East, or where is it going to go and how long this is going to last for, here I'm going to tell you a reasonable analysis to what's going to happen, and you take it or leave it, or we can have a chat about it. Right now, the United States and Israel are trying to create a false narrative, pretending that peace agreements or new understandings are possible, as you've been hearing from Blinken and others. And all this is a smokescreen. They are not interested in any peace. They are preparing for a bigger and more decisive conflict in the very near future. The goal is to numb and lull the resistance forces into a false sense of security. But the reality is clear that this coming year, 2025, will be a year of decisive action. And the plans for all-out war are already in motion, and the road to war has been already set. The US and Israel have already made key decisions regarding the future of the Middle East. They will be attacking Iran. Iran will be attacked, and the decision has been made. Hezbollah will be targeted for complete destruction and eradication, potentially with the help of the Western-backed forces in Lebanon. 3, which is newly surfacing, that Jordan and Egypt will be destabilized to achieve long-term strategic goals. Jordan is expected to serve as the dumping ground for the Palestinians who will be expelled from the West Bank. And Egypt will wake up to find that the Sinai Peninsula has suddenly flooded with the anti-Israel terrorist activity, which will be used as a pretext for a US-backed Israeli invasion and grabbing of land and annexation for the plan of the Greater Israel, as you might be aware. And Iran is the primary target. Before anything else, the US and Israel need to eliminate their biggest obstacle. You know who. So unlike Syria, which was destabilized and divided through proxy wars, Iran represents a hard line in the sand. Tehran is already ready for confrontation, and they will not back down. And Iran is not alone. It most likely has the full backing of Russia and China, who view the Middle East as the final front line in the battle against the US imperialism. So the US empire is fighting for its survival here. The US isn't fighting for democracy or peace or stability or all this shit. It's fighting to maintain its image as a superpower and to maintain the hegemony. But the image is crumbling already. The US has lost in Ukraine. Taiwan is out of reach already. China's military dominance is now undeniable. Within a decade, China may actually surpass the Western powers globally. So the Middle East is the last major battleground for Western hegemony. So if the United States and Israel lose their control over the region, the Western imperial project will collapse. So the old colonial system rooted in the white supremacy is fighting for survival. And without new conquests, there is nothing left to sustain this empire. So there are no deals. It's only war. Forget any illusions of peace deals or compromises. Everything is moving towards an all-out confrontation. And this is the fight to reshape the Middle East for the next century. Iran's willpower and military strength will be tested in this. So expect no peace, expect no compromises. The final plan is war. So what is going to happen for Palestine? What's the final plan for Palestine? Israel cannot retreat from Gaza. Israel has no intention of allowing the world to fully grasp the extent of their crimes that they have committed in Gaza and the barbarism. So the ultimate goal is clear: to make Gaza empty of Palestinians and expel the Palestinians from the West Bank and erase the 1948 Palestine. Everything else is a deception. It's a seep designed to confuse and mislead. And the US is fully on board with this plan. So if you still believe that the possibility of peace agreements or compromise, it's time to throw these illusions away. What lies ahead is not peace, but a total war coming. So make sure that you are ready.